This is Andi Purewal, Boxing Social in association with Betfred. I'm joined by unified super lightweight champion Kelly Reis here in Leeds. Kelly, firstly, how are you?
I'm very good. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. I'm good. Now, I know you're working with Ebony Bridges ahead of Saturday night, but before we do come on to her, an update on yourself. Obviously, everybody's expecting to see you and Chantelle Cameron have that undisputed title fight. What's the latest with regards to yourself, your injury, your recovery?
Right now, I'm just dealing with some personal health issues that kind of caught up to me, so we're just waiting to make sure I'm 100% because I would never want to go into any fight at an elite level against Chantelle without 100%. I wouldn't want to do that to myself, her, or boxing. So we're going to definitely have this unification bout this year. We just had to push it back a little bit, so just stay tuned for a date.
Do you have kind of a rough idea in mind as to when you'd like to get that undisputed fight on?
I mean, sometime this summer would be great, but I got to put my health first, and as soon as I'm ready to go, I can't wait to fight that fight. That's the fight I've been wanting for a long time.
Obviously, Chantelle herself, she's chomping at the bit. She wants a fight, if not yourself, straight away an interim fight. Would you be happy for Chantelle to face somebody just to keep herself busy, and as soon as that one's out of the way, to face you immediately while you obviously get yourself ready and prepared?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I know she wants to keep busy, especially, we both want to get this undisputed fight going, but she wants to stay busy, stay active. So I think for her to get a fight in between or whatever she needs to do to keep herself busy is great. That means just she's one of the real few fighters that we have,
How much does the bout with Chantelle kind of whet your appetite? How excited do you get when you think about it? Because what's at stake?
It's undisputed. I mean, that's like, where do you go from there? That's what we all want. We want to be a world champion. Now I'm a unified world champion, but we want to fight for the undisputed. So it's exciting. I wouldn't want to get into something as such as pure as boxing and have mediocre success. I want to get as far as I can, and that's a legendary fight. That's great for us, great for Chantelle, great for myself, and just great for boxing in general.
There are some big female fights which we all touch on, but just to touch on Ebony Bridges, the woman you're working with, talk to me about her bout with Cecilia Roman for that world title.
I think it's a great fight. It's a perfect fight for Ebony. With the little bit of years she has in professional boxing, and she's such a pro. She's always, studying the sport. She always wants to get better. I think Roman is a really good seasoned fighter. It's going to be a great fight. It's going to be 10 rounds of action. But I think Ebony's right where she needs to be. This is great. She wants to be a world champion, so we're just in our corner together there.
Ebony's an adopted Leeds United football club fan. We call it football, you guys call it soccer. That crowd on Saturday night, I'm sure it'll be very noisy. Is it something you're looking forward to experiencing?
Absolutely. I was there in the corner when she fought at Leeds this summer, and I love coming to UK. This is my 5th time in less than a year, and when we were in Leeds the last time for our last fight, it was amazing. The energy and the crowd makes the fight even better, so I'm looking forward to that for sure.
Who's got the better boxing fans, Kelly, the UK or the US?
UK, man. What do you mean? It's not even just because I'm here. I love the UK fans, yeah.
Kelly, away from this one, you've got a huge fight between Katie Taylor and Undisputed on April 30th as well. What are your thoughts on it as we draw ever nearer towards that?
Man, that's going to be a cracking fight. I mean, Katie Taylor she's a legend in the sport. Amanda Serrano is a legend in the sport. 7 weight division world champion. I have my own thoughts about Katie being probably in the later rounds a little better than Amanda is. However, Amanda's her power, her skill, she's a southpaw. We haven't seen Katie Taylor face anybody like Amanda Serrano, but we haven't seen Amanda Serrano face anybody like Katie Taylor. I'm really excited for both women because I know they're gonna bring it. So I don't want to pick a winner. I just want to be there to see the fight. I think it's gonna be amazing, not just for women's boxing, but as a whole. We have 2 top elite legends of the sport right now headlining a show as females. That's just amazing. Yeah.
Final thing, Kelly, before I let you go, I ask most female fighters I've interviewed, and I'll ask you as well, links in with Amanda Serrano as well, because when they did the London tour of their press conference, the press conference for the London side of the worldwide tour, their London press conference, I got in the end, Amanda mentioned to Kate she'd be happy to do 3-minute rounds. Now obviously it's been a hot topic, should female boxing have 3-minute rounds introduced? Are you an advocate of that? Would you like to see it, or do you think it should remain the same? What are your thoughts?
I mean, these are my personal thoughts. I think I wouldn't want to do more work for the same pay, number one. I do think, however, world title fights and especially unification bouts and undisputed bouts need to be 12 rounds. I think for us to keep it excelling and on a consistent pace as we are as female fighters, add the 2 rounds. Add the two rounds have 12 twos. I think the 3 minutes, number one, is going to have more time on a card for fights, and I think networks are more apt to put female fights on it if it's a shorter fight. I mean, we train 3 minutes. It's not the fact that can we, it's the fact that how are we going to do it the right way. So I'm a big advocate of adding the 2 more rounds and then eventually get into the 3 minute rounds when we get the 3 minute pay.
Right, Kelly, I appreciate your time now. I'm sure Ebony's probably about to get in the ring, so you want to go and join her. Thank you for speaking to me in Boxing Social. I look forward to seeing you in the ring again too.
Thank you so much. It was great talking to you.